Hope you guys are having a good day. Just out here in the garden, food forest, just observing all the wildlife. Been watching a hummingbird today. It's been pollinating a lot of these moringa flowers on the moringa tree. I've been seeing it a lot on the moringa tree and the Tithonia rotundifolia, the little orange flowers you can see over there in the distance. Right now there's a monarch butterfly. It's kind of hard to see. I did some pruning today. Here's some that I put around the olive tree. I guess I'll walk around and show that. This is one of the young mulberry trees, mulched around. Also added some mulch around the papaya and the plum. There's the monarch. I've been harvesting quite a few papayas and eating them. They're really good off of this tree right here. This one's almost ready. Did a little bit of mulching around this small mulberry. I had this little orchid inside, and so I just tied it up around the papaya tree to see if it'll like this environment. It did rain today, so it's got some moisture in there too. Need to prune this off. Add some mulch around the pear tree. It's, the new growth has had a lot of aphids. You can't see that there. I just spray them off with water. I also mulched around the jujube tree. I've got a lot more pruning to do. I may do after this video or tomorrow. But mainly been pruning the Tithonia and the Napier grass. But mostly the Tithonia. I'm looking forward to this big old papaya right here to ripen up. And then definitely tomorrow, I'm gonna work on pruning a lot of what you see, the grass and the Tithonia. So that'll be fun. I really enjoy doing all the pruning. These sweet potato leaves are quite huge. They're larger than any ones I've grown before. They really like it in this spot. I've been feeding them to the rabbit. He really likes them too. banana's looking really nice. I'm thinking this is gonna be a good place for this banana because of the bamboo back behind it. Kind of gives it some protection. A lot of the pigeon pea has been starting to take off. I've harvested a few pumpkins. The Seminole pumpkin. This plum, the Santa Rosa plum, has put on a lot more growth versus the methyl plum over here, so that's something to note. Another little small pumpkin. Oh, look at the little worm there. These guys always get the pumpkins in the vines. Pumpkin will be fine. They don't get much bigger than that, these Seminole pumpkins. The true Seminole pumpkins. I'm sure there's probably some others in here somewhere. They're hard to see though. There's quite a few different techniques of like layering and just different propagation techniques when you have an existing fruit tree or shrub. So with this Barbados cherry tree, I bent over one of the branches that were shooting out from here. I just bent it over, weighed it down, so that way the stem is in contact with the ground, and that should, in the next, it's probably been, I don't know, I did this probably 2 weeks ago, so definitely in a couple months this should have enough roots to where I could probably transplant it. That's the goal. Go see if one of the fruits on the strawberry tree is ripe. You can see the bean plant, the Thai soldier bean, has gone crazy up the ladder. There's quite a few fruit on this tree, just not ripe yet. All this Napier grass is getting chopped. Yeah, you can see here's a little fruit, but right here is, this one should start ripening up pretty soon. Yeah, there's a ton of fruit, just not yet ripe. I'm excited to get a nice ripe one here soon. It can be kind of hard to see because of the way they're tucked up underneath the leaves. Just double check over here. Yeah, a lot of fruit though, so I'm looking forward to that. This mulberry here is doing really good. It's growing really fast. Been adding a lot of yard waste to these bananas. They are still growing really nicely, but I'm not gonna get a rack of bananas, I don't think, but next year for sure. Getting a nice size. I transplanted one of the pups here, so continuing the row of bananas. This one's starting to pop up there. The Tithonia is always really cool to see all the roots. See, I got a couple of peppers ripening up. They ripen to a bright red. I nibbled on one. They are pretty spicy. Hope you guys are having a good one. Peace.